yeah. All the Catholic Church services in Latin, completely going over everybody's heads,
You
and all
know,
the trolls or what have you. Yeah, the
because
parishioners.
they understood that knowledge meant power, and
Sure. Well, do you know? I was going to just to say that the for anyone that studied French, it's pouvoir. Mark might know this. 1066, Battle of Hastings. You're aware, Mark, how the
Yeah.
French, that's how the French kind of became to dominate more for hundreds of years, I guess, right? And it really had a major impact on English society. But pouvoir, it just means to be able to be able to. It's like, yes, yes, I can, or Obama, yes, we can, but yes, I can. Hey, shifting gears a little bit. Speaking of Obama, did you all see the? And I hope my sound is coming through. It says here I'm getting a message saying I'm breaking up a little bit, but
Oh, it's
uh,
cool.
it's okay.
yeah, it's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Carter's funeral with Trump and Obama.
Yeah,
Did
we saw a picture of him sitting next to Trump.
Yeah, well, so there's some drama that went down there, but him and Trump were kind of yucking it up a little bit more. I guess. Suppose I didn't really. I have to look into it. What did you guys follow that at all, or what happened?
I watched the
Yeah,
memorial, but
Uh,
I didn't pay
Yeah.
much attention to the whole
You know,
thing.
failed president. No secret envelopes being traded hands this go around, I guess. Yeah, yeah. But Jimmy Carter, I
Oh,
actually I got an email from him.
sorry,
He sent me an
wasn't that
email back in the
related
day.
to Biden's offhand remarks about being romantically engaged with Carter's mother or something?
Excuse me, come again?
What?
Being romantically interested in Carter's mother.
Oh, Hillary Clinton
Who
was
is?
romantically linked
No,
to Carter's mother?
No, Biden. Biden.
Dude, do you realize freaking Carter was 100
What?
years old, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so
Well,
It's
Biden's
Biden's
not-
years
that's-
old as
that's
well.
pretty
It's like
sick.
Biden's grandma.
Freaking,
He lived quite a life, man. It was a great life, and I think he was a failed president, but a great man.
yeah.
Depends on which perspective you look at. I mean,
Well,
remember 1979?
Not really.
No, I'm talking about humanitarian.
Like
know.
you realize he
had
he spent the majority of his life building houses
Yeah,
for
that's
poor
right,
people, dude.
That's right. And teaching Sunday school classes.
You know, it was like freaking. This man devoted his entire life to helping other people. I mean, it was like
He was a real kind of he lived like he led by example. The Christian is and he called out Israel's bullshit too.
yeah,
You know,
he didn't like getting caught up into the friction on a lot of that stuff, but he didn't condone it. You know what I mean? Like that was one thing about him that I can say. Like,
do you guys do
Again, I will bring back up the aiding and abetting of toppling of the democratic system and monarchy in 1917.
what the hell are you talking about now?
he swears up
Yeah.
and down Carter had something to
Iranian
do with.
revolution. Carter was a major player in that.
Well, he was Trilateral Commission.
You know, it's like he gets crazy about this stuff
Kind
too.
of like Tulsi Gabbard is CFR. What's Carter and the monarchy? What?
No,
Carter, through the use of the CIA as well as France and Britain, toppled allowed toppling of a monarchy and a democratic system in Iran.
Well, the Shah of Iran.
And the revolution, the revolution.
well,
Right,
you got to
right,
understand,
right.
like
Well,
the
that was Brzezinski.
the aristocrats that were in power before the Shah were no better, if most likely worse than what they got when it came to freaking the Shah and all of the extremists that they have in power now. They're nothing compared to the aristocrats that completely.
Still technically a democratic system.
No,
It was still interference in the
no,
sovereign.
that was
in
a
the-
crooked empire, dude. That was a
Yeah, and the October surprise, that was really interesting, the way that he got kind of thrown under the bus. And you know, George H.W. Bush, Skull and Bones 41, former head of the CIA,
Everybody's home now.
to have,
I mean,
pardon me?
they wouldn't even let the ruler that lost power return or come into the United States after he fled from his people, who he was supposed to be the leader of.
So
Like a
why
coward.
did he not? Okay, look. Why would he have won the presidency? Would he have regained the presidency had the hostages been released?
Yeah. Well, I mean, his people didn't do the hostages. That was
It
Arafat,
was a
or not Arafat, but
because the U.S. economic situation at the time.
No. But
Probably
here's
not.
the thing. No, but with Reagan coming into power, the day that Reagan was it inauguration or the day that he won the presidency, that the hostages released, there was like, you guys realize, apparently, so the story goes, there was behind the scenes kind of backroom deals, you know, being made to see them freed, and I'm not sure what it was that took.
Iran Contra.
Oh, right. Oh, and then George H.W. Bush, once again, central player within that whole, you know, mess of worms, can of worms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something that I guess, yeah, well worth looking into it. But he find him, yeah, there again, fucking George H.W. Bush, Skull and Bones, George H.W. Skull and Bones, there, yeah. So guns for Iran Contra was guns for hostages, I guess, right?
Guns for hostages, and then they sold drugs in South America to pay for the guns.
Right. Oh, and they've been doing that well before that ever came to light, because that's been going on since at least World War II, has it not?
Late
Like
40s,
you remember
80s.
Ollie North, don't you? Oliver North.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's still alive, I think.
You know, vote for Oliver North. Everybody said
Yeah.
Ollie
All
for
right.
president. So, but
Not sure about the-
Jimmy Carter had to have been a pothead, dude. I mean, straight up.
Yeah, well.
I mean, there
Well,
ain't no
Genesis,
doubt.
you probably read the Bible. Genesis 1, even as the green herb, by giving you all things as meat. He was probably aware of that and reflected upon that. And he did promise, one of his campaign promises was to end prohibition, you know. But then you got to watch the way these people word, you know, what is that they say. It leads people to believe one thing when really they mean something else, and so they can weasel their way out of it later.
Dude, I've smoked pot with shitloads of Christians, man, when I was younger. Like,
he was a UFO guy as well, and he was actually back during his Navy days. Apparently, he was chasing UFOs, or at least that was part of something that was central to his work schedule on the, you know, the ship.
he swore up and down he saw one. He does swear.
Well, there's that later. That's later, a little later in life. So, but that's definitely something he should be remembered for. Freeman Fly, someone we had in the show, his father worked with Jimmy on these battleships, and that was his claim, that together they were chasing UFOs. You maybe have heard of Freeman Fly. If you haven't, check out his shows and the work he's done. It's pretty good. But one thing I never asked him to, I had the opportunity to, and it's kind of a sensitive topic, so, and he hasn't come back on the show yet, unfortunately. We're trying to get him back on at some point. Our feed kept breaking up, and it was a total train wreck. It was just really pathetic. But his father died there was some speech that his father, Freeman Fly's father, was going to make, or some great revelation, and he was a Freemason too, by the way. and there's something that he was going to share with the world or reveal. I think it might have to do with ufology. And then the next day, before he could make it to the event, he was found dead under rather mysterious circumstances. And I was stupid at the time when Freeman brought us up. I failed to press him on this, like for more details regarding. But yeah, we go. Rest in peace, Jimmy Carter. Not a fan of his politics per se, and he didn't deliver on the pot issue, did he? He didn't really.
It was after he left office is where I seen him doing most of the benefits. When he was in office, like even Ronald Reagan, he gets a shit deal for the stuff he had to do when he was in his first term. You know, and people talk shit to this day about the trickle-down economy. Well, they don't understand what was actually taking place during that time period. Like, the economy was going to shit because of freaking oil shortages and stuff like that, and these
economic warfare.
Yeah, these people had to sit and
again.
They had to sit and watch that
shit. Same as in the UK, in Britain,
right.
Thatcher and Reagan were the two major players when it came to changing both the US and UK.
Speaking of which,
Western
well,
Mm-hmm.
look, guys, we have not talked about, and this is one of the last items I'd maybe like to address before I head on out of here. And I'm not sure how this. I got to bring up the comparative religion. Get that group link here shared with people for posterity's sake, and do with it what you want. I don't know if we have anything on Jimmy Carter. We should. We were thinking of launching something just dealing with like American presidents, presidents of America, and have them all kind of discussed in one group. That would be kind of cool. But as far as the economy goes, so much of it leads back to the banking system. Something that really pisses me off to no ends is like Karl Marx, who, he would endlessly go on about, the proletariat and the bourgeoisie and class struggle and transformative change and whatnot. But how much did he, and economic theory, as it were, but he never, like, how much did he actually put forth and address as far as the banks were concerned? Monetary policy, interest, compound interest, in particular fractional reserve lending. Like this guy, there's there's something really as actually Marx, he did point out a number of great things. I think people how can you not acknowledge the things that he's saying in respect to inequality and resources and whatnot. But the solutions that he offered were clearly not. I mean, you've seen them played out time and again.